Hi, this is Nick at Atlantic Laser Scanning. Today we've got a project that was scanned without targets. It's interior, and we are going to register it and see how everything looks. We could start off by going into pre-processing. Now, while we did not use any targets, we can still go through pre-processing as it'll give us an option to actually add color to the project. So what we can do is we start at the top folder and we can go to Configure Pre-Processing. And as we see here, we've got options for targets, which we did not use. We can colorize scans, create a scan point cloud, which we don't want to do, and we skip fully processed scans. Now to start with, many times you don't want to colorize the scans right away. Depending on if you're outside, maybe you had a lot of direct sunlight, you can get a lot of washout from the photographs and you can't see a lot of the data that you've collected with the laser. That's one reason to not colorize the scans until afterwards. On the other hand, interior scans, because of the lack of light, you can have shadowing that can restrict your being able to see data as well. So there are a lot of reasons to not add color until it's all put together, but today we will colorize our scans during this process. At the bottom here, we can perform automatic registration. Here's our option. We take that option and it will tell us what registration method that we are using. Here's our options: target based, which again, we're not using targets; top view, cloud to cloud, or both top view and cloud to cloud, which is what we will do. This is defined as basically the software looks down on each scan and looks for geometry, whether it's walls, furniture, equipment, and then takes scan number 1 and scan number 2 and starts to overlap them, looking for common geometry. Once that then is put together, it will run a cloud to cloud looking for common XYZ points in space, and that will tighten up the registration. So we're going to go ahead and stick with top view and cloud to cloud and start processing. As we can see, our pre-processing was successful. We've got a green light. We can right-click and lock that group of scans. And if we want to take a look at them, we will go ahead and click a correspondence view. It's going to have us say yes to loading all of the scans. Our basic positioning leads us to believe that this is going to be exactly where they should be. They're in a line, and in a minute or two you'll see all of the scans load and we can see everything in 3D. Now everything is loaded. We drop a center point, it looks as though everything's come together beautifully. The software here from Faro, it does a very good job of working, especially with indoor scans like this. There's lots of geometry to go off of for the scans to be put together. The next thing that we can do is we can create a project point cloud. Simply go into our Explorer option, and we've got a project point cloud option on the top right. We can create it. What this will do is it allows us to open up everything in 3D just like this, but without actually loading the scans on the left. Makes the computer work faster, and there's less stress on the computer because there's no need to have all of these loaded and the point clouds basically on your desktop. With our point cloud created, we can quickly jump into a view screen, unload all of the scans, and now we've got the exact same view. Nothing's loaded over here, and it's much less of a stress on the computer. It also enables us to create a quick clip box, and we can just align that box here real quickly with our walls. In this case, we want to see some of the things inside of this building, so we can just bring that clip box down, take a look inside, and at this point we can just make the clip box invisible, and with our measuring tool we can measure between anything on the project in 3D this way. If there's something specific that we want to get to, say this line in the middle, we'll just bring our clip box back, eliminate a lot of the data here that clutters things up. Now we've got a much clearer view of what is important to us in this case. Some of the lines here running across the ceiling, the beams, and the distance between the vertical beams. Now, if we'd like to take this project and export it and use this data in AutoCAD or ReCap or any number of different programs, we can just simply move into our Export tab. And here we're going to export our scans with ReCap. Here's our export project. Click on this. It will be a scene project recap project, and then we export. That's simple. What we'll end up with is a group of RCS and RCP files. Those files can be pulled directly into everything from 3D Max, Maya, AutoCAD, ReCap, any number of things.